Disney is massive, owning Pirates of the Caribbean, Family Guy, Star Wars. There are 50 hidden references in Fortnite, and I tracked them all down, starting with Captain Barbossa's hidden item. If you visit his NPC, he'll give you a range of options, but players were surprised by an apple. Well, the reason he sells this is because it's his favorite food in the movies, the more you know. And one NPC has a really hidden secret. Davy Jones is currently walking around the underworld, a genius place to put him considering he's known for ferrying dead souls to the underworld. And his own heart can be found in the dead man's chest, which is hiding in Fortnite as a back bling. You can even see a bead, kinda gross. But in the official trailer for the collab, they recreated a scene from the films. Speaking of Jack, his back bling is super interesting. As a compass, you would expect it to point north, east, south, or west, and yet it doesn't do anything. Now this is accurate, as in the films, it only points to the owner's true desires. Fans also love the new Sparrow run, one of the most famous moments in the series. Personally, I'm rushing to unlock the brand new variant of Jack in the Battle Pass. It's a curse version, and while it looks awesome, this is a reference to the Curse of the Black Pearl. It's just like one of the coolest moments in the entire franchise, where Davy Jones plays the organ with his tentacles. This is so iconic that Fortnite had to bring it to the game. And if you use this emote with a female outfit, they secretly have a different pose. If you pay attention to Davy Jones' pickaxe, it's a sword that is not his. The name is Norrington's Sacrifice, and it originally belonged to this guy.
This is the day that Captain Jack Sparrow almost escaped. Take him away.
Davy Jones stole a sword, and I guess he brought it to Fortnite with him too.
Nice sword.
But did you know Epic has been secretly teasing this collab for years? Back in Chapter 3, players noticed a small boat at Logjam Lotus. Most people walk straight past this, it's just a random decoration, except it was a subtle Easter egg to an iconic scene. Pay close attention to the bucket and telescope, and it quickly becomes obvious what this is referencing. While Pirates is a huge Disney crossover, there are tons of insane secrets hidden throughout Fortnite, like what Jack Skellington shocked everyone. No one was expecting him to drop in the item shop, but when he did, his set included an amazing traversal emote. Not only does it play This Is Halloween, it's also a callback to the walking bathtub from the movie. A Disney film no one was expecting to see in Fortnite was The Lion King, and yet Epic hit a reference to it years ago. With the release of Grizz in Chapter 3, fans are blown away by his built-in emote, letting you hold them in the sky. Seem a little familiar? Rafiki would be proud. But no one is talking about the Toy Story secret hiding in plain sight. You could be playing a regular game of Fortnite only to be wiped out by a bot. Well, that's already embarrassing. There is a chance you'll look at their name and see Falling in Style. This isn't random though. Epic threw this name in the mix as a reference to Buzz Lightyear.
Thank you all, thank you.
That wasn't flying, that was falling with style.
A more on the note secret teased the Disney collab months before it happened. At the start of Chapter 3, fans notice an innocent looking refrigerator in the desert. It's pretty random. Who leaves a fridge in the middle of nowhere? That's right, Indiana Jones. Of course, this was leading up to his massive crossover, which had tons of Easter eggs. They even designed an entire POI to recreate the infamous boulder scene, and if that wasn't enough, Healy died from it. Over in Indy's set, his pickaxe will look familiar to die-hard fans of the movie, and if you're wondering why it snapped in half, as for his glider, it's an emergency raft. Seems random, except it's the same one they jump out of a plane with, and Epic went even further with this reference. It has a custom deploy animation taken straight from the films. As for Indy himself, he might have unlocked his outfit and thought, well, I prefer his design from the Temple of Doom instead. You'd be in luck because his edit style is the Temple Explorer. And yet one of the earliest Disney references in all of Fortnite is still confusing players to this day. When the game was blowing up, fans were just walking around Risky Reels when an iconic character ran across the screen. Yeah, Wreck-It Ralph just kinda said hi and never showed up again. This made no sense until Ralph Breaks the Internet released, revealing how Fortnite was just one of his many stops across the metaverse. Hey, on the bright side, he left us an exclusive emote, the Hot Marab.
And I'll finish with a hot marab.
A less family-friendly character was one of Fortnite's most surprising Disney collabs. We logged into the Hunter season and noticed a huge POI stealthy stronghold. Considering most of the locations on the map were teasing a Battle Pass collab, this had to mean something. Originally, fans thought this was going to be a Jurassic Park teaser, except when they paid close attention to the helicopter in a tree and the dismantled truck, a different picture was being painted. These are references to the movie Predator. Of course, he went on to become the secret outfit, and his built-in emote was an homage to the standoff scene. Man, his face is so creepy, but he's just as terrifying as his archenemy, the Xenomorphs. These guys also made their way to Fortnite, and in the Alien collab, players noticed a super random pickaxe, the P5000 Power Loader. Felt strange to anyone who didn't watch the films, but if you've seen the second movie, it is taken straight from a scene where Ripley kills a Xenomorph with it. One of my favorite secrets is the hidden appearance of Jonesy. Alright, not that one, but instead the cat from the movie. They share the same name, and he's inside the carrier backbling, which is secretly reactive. Out of nowhere, he'll occasionally pop his head out during a game, and there's an even rarer chance that he claws at the air. And when it comes to the glider, it's one of the more obvious references. This is a Cheyenne dropship from the second film, except that's not the secret I'm focused on. When you deploy it, the animation looks like this. But you don't have to deploy the cannons. In fact, if you press the shoot button while gliding, it'll activate the secret feature. It's one of the only gliders in Fortnite that do this. But an official Disney collab that no one remembers appeared in Chapter 2. In the middle of a random update, players noticed a new weapon that was an umbrella. Fortnite never mentioned it, and within days it was removed, yet this was a crossover with the Kingsman franchise. Some people don't even know this is a Disney collab, and the same goes for Ryan Reynolds in Fortnite. He finally came to the game with the release of Dude. This was such a random outfit and belonged to a character from Free Guy. Fans are pretty confused that they didn't give us, the main character, but at least he appeared on the map taking over ATMs.
As an NPC, I've been hit by cars more times than I can even count. So get out there and make today's commute great.
But what if I told you the first Easter egg in Fortnite BR history was a Disney reference? Yeah, in the earliest days of Battle Royale, we discovered a hero on the map made of vehicles. It quickly earned the name Truckosaurus, all thanks to the original character from The Simpsons.
Please welcome the all-new Truckosaurus 2.
Since then, Epic has continued adding secrets, handing us one of the most famous Easter eggs in Fortnite. Over at Steamy Stacks, pink donuts appeared, and you'd have to be living under a rock to miss the reference. Oh, I'd forgive you for missing the Simpsons tribute hiding in plain sight. During Easter in Chapter 2, they decided to release an emote where you drop an egg into a basket. Except that wasn't the only Easter egg we were looking at, the whole thing was taken straight from the show. When Disney bought Fox, they got their rights to another animated show, and this one got its own official crossover. Peter Griffin swept into the island with gliders like the Peter Copter, an iconic vehicle from the show. He also arrived wearing a gold tuxedo, referencing the time he won the lottery and wasted all his money. But by far, one of the coolest secrets is when you eliminated the boss. Turns out Fortnite had been teasing this for a long time. They officially started working on the collab as far back as 2021, with leaked Disney documents showing it was meant to drop in the Hunter season. Since then, they teased it in Chapter 3 with this bathtub falling from a house.
No, 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 no!
From Peter to Bender, Disney also gave us a crossover with Futurama, and no one was expecting it. In the reveal trailer, we watch as the crew flew straight into Megacity's billboard, a neat callback to the show's intro. And yet when you went to the city in-game, the billboard was actually smashed. Then if you went to a vending machine and talked to it as Bender, he would ask a secret question, wondering, didn't I have a baby with you once? And yes he did. When it came to the characters' edit styles, there were so many options they could have gone with, but Epic settled on a classic reference. All of the variants are Universe 1 versions of Fry, Leela, and Bender, taken from an episode where they go to an alternate reality. Personally, I was freaking out when Star Wars came to Fortnite. It's easily one of Disney's biggest franchises, and Epic introduced us to it with Stormtroopers. Well, All of the season you watched was a secret homage to the films, where sand troopers also scout the desert. And you probably aren't considered a true Star Wars fan if you didn't know what this emote was referencing. Of course, it's the iconic scene from Force Awakens, but here's a cool secret. If you use this with the emote equipped, it turns from a hologram to the real thing. Now back in Chapter 2, when we had a Marvel season, Fortnite did a weird promotion. You probably forgot about this, but at the time, if you purchase V-Bucks or anything in Fortnite with real money, they would give you a Disney Plus subscription for free. Super random, but at the end of this blog post, Epic signed off with, "Don't miss this offer, we have spoken." At the time, it was an innocent nod to The Mandalorian, with nobody realizing this was just weeks before he came to Fortnite, secretly foreshadowing pretty much the entire collab. And when Mando finally dropped, people were more excited to get their hands on his back-bling Grogu. Turns out, if you went AFK with him equipped, he would use the extra time to recreate scenes from the show, like drinking soup or trying to eat the ball from Mando's ship. Although it's still not as cool as Darth Vader's exclusive secret. Whenever he's on the map as a boss, Disney will not allow him to be killed. Instead, Fortnite had to make him kneel. Even Battlefront had to add this as a workaround. But a detail you probably didn't know about was hiding in Darth Maul's battle pass. At the very bottom, you could spot Aurebesh symbols, which translates to Order 66. One of my personal favorites was in the Vibin trailer, where Darth Vader could be seen helping a stormtrooper. He's apparently not tall enough to ride, a reference to when Leia says,
"Too short for a stormtrooper."
Huh?
And in the same trailer, Vader sets his sight on Peely. This is a recreation of the trench run from A New Hope. Okay, average Star Wars fans would notice all of these, but only a small percentage of players know about Max Rebo's insane reference. When his guitar came to Fortnite, the description asked you not to play it with your feet. Went over a lot of people's heads, unless they were a die-hard fan, because it turns out Max Rebo doesn't play with his hands, those are his feet. Speaking of descriptions, if you check out Anakin Skywalker's glider, you'll recognize this ship from the prequels. If that's the case, you'll probably get the amazing callback message.
This is where the fun begins.
And I can't talk about Star Wars Easter eggs without bringing up one of the best of all. Back when Mando joined the game, he was hunting a certain bounty, and little did we know it was actually Peely. It froze a bit carbonite just like Han Solo in the original trilogy. Now, I talked a lot about Disney Easter eggs in this video, and yet Marvel was totally missing. We're less than a month away from a brand new Marvel season, so I'll be breaking down some of their cool secrets in a video soon. It's been Tommy, keep it here on Top 5 Gaming.